Good weekend, YouTubers. Brian Paragamian, senior trader and co-founder of ProfessionalStockTraderLive.com. Just wanted to bring you a quick commentary here. The Dow Jones closed down 40 points on Friday, and I think we have to continue to look for more downside activity. I talked about 20% above the 200-day moving average. The S&P cash was I talked about over bullish sentiment readings, and I continue to think that this market is going to correct. I think we have to be looking at somewhere along the lines of a 10% correction back towards the 970 area on the S&P. You know, when you stop and think, 666 to 1080, that's one heck of a run. 10% off the top would take us back down to 972. Not a big deal. That kind of ties in nicely where we broke out back in June from the June highs of the 950 area, 955. So I think it makes sense for us to come back down into that 970 area. That's what I'm playing for here. And I think that's going to come home to fruition. Now, it doesn't have to be that deep, but that's at least my target here that we're playing for via some of our ETF swing trade positions that are tied to the S&P 500. We also are short MGM. I think MGM is headed back down into the 10s. I think that's going to happen as a whole market creators. And I think Goldman Sachs and a whole host of other names are very, very interesting shorts. But one I want to share with you in particular is Decker, D-E-C-K. Talked about this here a few days ago. Continue to like it on the short side. Take a look at the pattern there. Nice little triangle pattern at the top. Break below 81 3/4, and it looks like the stock has gone to the downside. Real interesting short up here with the stop above the highs, 85 1/4. Overbought on stochastics, RSIs, and I'm starting to see the momentum starting to dissipate in the stock. I think once the market creators, this stock gives up in a big way. And you have to be looking at the stock market correcting in here. Too far, too fast. It just doesn't make sense. Month of September, October generally weak. September's still up. I know we're coming into the end of the month, so they might be able to cobble together a little bit of strength in here. And I actually wouldn't mind seeing a little bit of strength for a day or two, just minor strength. And then I think you have to look for the stock market heading back south. You know, probably the next 3 to 5 weeks, you got to be looking at this at the short side of the market here. You're going to start hearing more, as you have heard, geopolitical issues about Iran. If you're a member of ours, you've already heard stuff like that from us here over the past 2 to 3 weeks, that, you know, you're going to hear that Iran and a stronger dollar is going to be the reason the stock market retreats. Not to mention, on Friday, there was some poor economic news. So all in all, I think September, October is still going to play itself out to the downside, as we've talked about here for a period of time. So DECK on the short side. One stock I want to share with you on the long side is Apollo. Take a look at the chart. It's right into the 200-day moving average around the 70 level, holding up there. If it breaks below the 200-day moving average, you got some more support coming in on around the 67 3/4 area, where the 20 and 50-day come in. This is a stock I want to look at very seriously from the long side of the ledger, the buy side. Let's see if the market pulls itself back here in the next day or two, and let's see how the stock acts. Of course, if the market doesn't drop here in the next day or two and it's firm, I still am going to look to be a buyer of the stock if it's acting well. But it's holding on to the 200-day over the last 3 trading days after rocketing through here on Monday up towards 75. So this intrigues me on the long side. I want you to have that on your long side of the radar. Of course, if you're a member of ours, you'll know exactly what we're doing. I encourage you to go to our website, take advantage of our 1-week free trial. It's absolutely free, no credit cards, nothing of that nature. Free to us means free. Once you see what we do, you're going to enjoy our live webcast, and I'm sure you'll become a member. On our live webcast, we talk about technical analysis. We'll answer whatever questions you might have on stocks you're trading or anything on the economy. And of course, these are every day for the first 3.5 hours of trading. So again, go to our site, take advantage of a 1-week free trial. You've got nothing to lose but time and money. Beyond that, I've got nothing else to add other than be careful here. Don't be surprised one bit when this market gives you more downside activity, because I'm telling you right now, that's where we're headed. Have yourselves a great, enjoyable weekend. We'll be back on Monday.